everyone, and welcome to yet another video. Today we're going to go ahead and cover my top 10 summer fragrances of 2016. This is the niche version. I have recently released my designer list. This is the niche list. So it's a little bit more, these fragrances tend to be a little bit more expensive. They tend to be a little bit higher end than the designer fragrances. But again, fragrance is all subjective, so take with it what you will. This list is specifically niche. Now, before I go ahead and start, as with always, I have my ground rules. First ground rule, first and foremost, this is my list. This is nobody else's fragrance list. These are the fragrances that I am wearing my top 10 for the summer 2016, right? Second, what do I consider summer? I consider summer to be anywhere between 75 degrees and up. So it's starting to get warm, it's hot, some days it rains a little bit, some of the nights it might get a little bit cooler, but in general I'm looking for something that performs well in heat. I'm looking for something that performs well, that will perform as well if it starts to get a little bit cooler, on the little bit cooler side, but overall I'm looking for fragrances that will not be cloying, that will not, be heavy, that will not, choke people out, if you will. That's what I'm looking for. Alright? So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with it. I have one honorable mention. This honorable mention is here for a reason. We are talking about, this is Aqua Universalis Forte. Now, this is an honorable mention because I don't have yet the other bottle. What I want is the Aqua Universalis, the cologne version. Now this is the more concentrated version, and I actually don't like the concentrated version as much. I still have the bottle because I still think it's a great fragrance. I just don't like this one as much as I like the other version, which is the lighter version. The lighter version, in my opinion, is a little bit more masculine. This one has a little bit more florals in it. Really just a difference of kind of my like. I kind of feel the same way about Royal Oud, if you will. Royal Oud, the Princess D version versus Royal Oud, the regular version, if you will. Alright? So yes, this is an honorable mention, Aqua Universalis Forte. Now, let's go ahead and start with the list. Coming in at number 10, we've got a fragrance, another little technical difficulty here. We've got from the house of Kilian, Bamboo Harmony. Now this is the travel box. Now why I say technical difficulty is because I sort of misplaced the larger bottle that I have of Bamboo Harmony, and so I'm left with my travel companion here. So I'll find it as we're moving stuff around, and eventually I'll figure out where it is. But anyways, Bamboo Harmony, it's a very light scent. It's very, despite the fact that it's light, it still lasts a good amount on my skin. And I tend to wear Bamboo Harmony when it's very casual, when I'm looking for something to wear, and it's actually one of my main travel fragrances. So Bamboo Harmony coming in at number 10. At number 9, we have a fragrance from the house of Bond number 9. This fragrance is called Brooklyn. Now, it's got the graffiti all over the bottle. It's supposed to be Brooklyn. This fragrance, to me, it's like it has a very nice, pleasant, citrusy, summer upbeat scent, but what it really brings to it is this spicy scent, almost like a cumin type of a note. This scent that smells very unique. Now, cumin, to me, and those spicy notes can sometimes get a little bit BO-ish smelling. This one doesn't do that. It still retains that kind of freshness, and it still has a kind of unique vibe to it. This is one that I generally wear casually. I don't really wear it in any other situation, but when I'm going on, I'll throw it on, spray it, and just kind of walk out the door, especially if it starts to get a little bit hot. Alright? Brooklyn. Number 8, we have a fragrance from the house of Olfactive Studios. We have Still Life. Now, Still Life reminded me of another fragrance that you're going to see in this top 10 video, but Still Life overall is a very creamy, citrusy scent. So it's more of an upbeat scent, but at the same time it kind of has this invitingness to it. It has something that smells a little bit like a vanilla type note to me, which makes it a little bit unique. I tend to be a sucker for fresh, citrusy, creamy fragrances, and this kind of fits that bill. It also has kind of like this gin and tonic bill. That should actually give you a clue as to what fragrance I'm actually referring to when I talk about this one smelling. But anyways, this one is a more of a all-around fragrance. It's more of a universal fragrance. I can wear it going out, I can wear it to dinner, I can wear it to work, you name it, I can actually wear it, and that's where Still Life comes in. So, number 8, Still Life. Number 7, we have a fragrance from the house of Creed. We are talking about Creed's Virgin Island Water. Now, Creed's Virgin Island Water, this is a coconut rum. This is like almost, not like a mojito, I'm actually forgetting the drink, but it's pina colada. There we go. It smells kind of like a pina colada is what you're getting with this one. And I actually like the smell. I love pina coladas. I love rum and fragrance, rum, pineapple, and more of a fruity, upbeat vibe. Some people smell this, say that this does smell like suntan lotion, and I can kind of see what the comparison is for suntan lotion, but I kind of lean on the other side. I do think that it smells like a pina colada more than suntan lotion. So I absolutely love it. Another great fragrance from the House of Creed, and it reminds me of whenever I go and visit my relatives in Jamaica. I absolutely love it. All right. Creed's Virgin Island Water. Number 6, we have another one from the house of... Oh, actually, no. Yes. Another one from the house of Mason, Fretch, Kirkjohn. Sorry about that. We are talking about Cologne pour le matin. Cologne pour le matin, or Cologne for the morning, Cologne of the morning. This fragrance is a very unique sort of a... citrusy upbeat fragrance, or not citrusy upbeat. I want to say this one is definitely citrusy, but it's more subdued. It kind of smells like it kind of smells like grease. I don't know, not grease like lard or oil. I mean grease like the country. It's got this almost like papyrus kind of it's really hard to for me to describe. But the overall put together is this is one of my staple workhorse fragrances that I wear to work consistently, because it produces a very clean smelling, unique smelling vibe that I really can't shake, and people have often commented that this scent really suits work. So, Cologne for the morning. All right, coming in at number 5, we have a scent from the House of Atelier. We're talking about Atelier's Orange Sanguine. I've had this one for, I've actually replaced this. I bought a big bottle of this, ran out. I've got this smaller one. I'm going to have to buy a bigger one later. This is orange juice. Orange juice, sparkly orange juice is what you're getting when you spray this one on. And this is a quintessential casual fragrance to me. I wear it, when in casual scenarios, when I'm just popping outside of the house. If I'm going to play tennis or something like that, I'm spritzing the sucker on and I'm running out of the house. I don't get much compliments with it, but I actually love it. It cools me down and it makes me feel, I guess you could say, kind of relaxed, if you will. And so that's why this is falling in at a high number 5. Orange Sanguine. Expect me to buy another bigger bottle for this sucker, just because it's relatively inexpensive and I love the smell. All right. Number 4, we have my night out fragrance. This is a night out fragrance that I usually wear, especially when I'm dressed up. And this is Oud Wood from the house of Tom Ford. Now, Oud Wood, this is oud, but it's a more subdued oud. It's not strong enough, or I wouldn't say strong enough. It doesn't have the projection to choke people out with most typical ouds. There are not many Tom Fords that I would ever dare wear in the summer. Oud Wood is one of the ones that I would. I don't really mess with the lighter line just yet. I may go ahead and give that line a little bit more of a fair shake at it. But as for now, Oud Wood fits my, going out, night out, dressed up fragrance. Oud Wood for the summer. Number 3, we have one of my favorite from the House of Creed. This is a fragrance that is notorious because it really introduced me to, I guess you could say, a different world of spring fragrances. We're talking about Creed's Millésime Imperial. When I smelled this scent, I thought, wow, this is what summer scents really can be. Because all summer scents I'd really known were designer fragrances, your typical designer fragrances that you kind of spray on. And I didn't know that a summer fragrance could be like this. Now, it doesn't necessarily have the projection and strength, but it's a scent that I love. I swear it's got ambergris. I know it's not listed in the notes, but it's got that ambergris-like quality to it. But otherwise, you're getting watermelon, you're getting a sea salt type of a smell. Oh man, just magical, and I absolutely love this. This is one that I will alternate, but I'll mainly wear it casually if I'm going out in a casual situation. So I don't mean night out at the club or anything like that. I mean night out with my friends. If I'm talking about barbecue or anything like that, I'm throwing on Millésime Imperial. Such a fantastic fragrance for it. Coming in at number 2, we've got a scent from the house of Frappin. We've got Frappin's Humaniste. Right? Now, Humaniste this is a scent I have maintained forever now at this point. This is the best smelling scent that I have ever smelled. Alright? This is my catnip. This is bergamot. It's like citrus, gin and tonic. It's sharp. It's well pronounced. It's magical to me. What's the problem with it? Why is this number one? Why do I not throw it to the heavens? Well, it doesn't last long. This lasts like 2 hours on my skin. And it does not last long at all. So you may be wondering, why is this number 2 on your list? Well, I have actually learned, I carry little decants around, and whenever I'm about to step into an event, I spray it on, compliments like crazy for the first 2 hours. After that, nobody smells you. But for those first 2 hours, it does perfectly fine, and I love it for that. If they made a version like this that smelled just like this, that would last as long as like 8 hours, I would have my undisputed favorite in terms of, this is my number 1 fragrance of all time. It would be Humaniste. Alright? And my number 1 fragrance is a fragrance you guys are well familiar with. Let's not beat around the bush. We're talking about Bergamot 22. Now, Bergamot 22, we're talking about bergamot, we're talking about cedar, we're talking about a little bit of a spiciness coming from it. Absolutely fantastic. I stand by Bergamot 22 as my favorite summer niche fragrance, and still is running strong, still has not been unseated. I'm almost out of this stuff. I'm going to have to buy some more, but magical. Absolutely love it. Alright? So those are my top 10 niche fragrances for this year of 2016. Let me know what your top 10 niche are. List it down below. Let people know. Help people out. People come to these videos to see other top 10 lists, and I love it when people share. Alright? So thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.